What's up, Clashers? So we're back on the mini account today here for episode 3 of our progression updates. In this episode I hit Pekkas Playhouse, which was very cool. I'm gonna show you guys some replays from that. Here's the cards you guys unlock, and during this arena, it's Goblin Barrel, Skeleton Army, Witch, Guards. All of those are kind of like very spammy cards. So I changed up my deck a little bit. To where it's not this deck anymore, the giant deck with Cannon, Valkyrie, Pekka, Mini Pekka, which was very easily destroyed by Pekka and guards that were very good counters to this deck. So instead I swapped up to a 2.9 Hog Cycle. It would be 2.6, but I don't have Ice Golem yet. My cards that I have are very limited here, as you can see, but it's been working out really well for me. I think I'm currently 4-0 right now with the deck, so let's hop right into some replays. This first replay is going to be from F_47. At this point in time, my cards are pretty underleveled, so it's making some matchups kind of difficult for me, especially when they're running Barbarians, because my Fireball isn't enough to kill them like it normally would when they're equal leveled, so that makes it kind of difficult for me. So he's going to go with an aggressive Witch here. I'm just going to counter with my Fire Spirit and a Cannon, and as you can see, he's got a level 9 Mini Pekka, which is pretty crazy considering I don't have anything above level 7, I think. So yeah, so then I go in for a Hog here, knowing that he uses Mini Pekka. I was trying to predict that Skarmy because I know a lot of people are going to start using Skarmy. Like, it's going to be one of your first or second epics, so, and it's a good card. So I know a lot of people are going to be using it. Here he goes in with a bunch of spam that's really over-leveled. I whiff with my skeletons. I tried to use them to kite the Valkyrie back by like 1 square or 2, so way she does not kill that Musketeer that quickly, but she does, and gets a very, very strong connection on this tower. And at this point, I am super focused. I do not want to lose to this guy. I've had 1 loss. I was gonna make probably short about that later. And then I do this play where the Witch brings my tower down to 78 HP. So I am on the ropes here. He's gonna counter my knight with his Mini Pekka, and I'm just scared because like literally any hit by like anything is dead. So I'm gonna do a beautiful defense here, but his Mini Pekka is overleveled, so it just one taps my poor little cannon, and he's gonna go in with 4 elixir for 78 damage. Not a positive trade. I know that he's probably got Skarmy or Barbs in hand to counter my Hog, so I go in with that Fireball. If he had played Barbarians, this whole game would have went completely differently because Barbarians don't die to that Fireball. And see, at this point, he's going to laugh. He's going to BM a little bit. He's in the lead by like 1,000, so, you know, fair enough. I made some bad plays, but then this is where he starts getting a little sloppy. You feel me? You know, you're in the lead, you get comfortable, and then you get countered, and then I slowly start chipping away at your tower, and you're not getting any damage back. You feel me? Look at that beautiful defense. A Muskie, Skeletons, and Fire Spirit counters his 10 elixir. He's very low on elixir, and he just keeps on spamming 4 elixir cards at the bridge. So now I know he's low, so I go in here for a Fireball predict on the Barbarians, and then a Arrows predict on killing the Barbarians, or possibly on his Skarmy. And as you can see, I killed the Skarmy right as it appeared on the board, allowing me to get that tower. But the issue was, his Valkyrie connects onto my tower, which puts us basically just back where we are. However, I'm in a better position because now it's a 1 tower, 1 tower game here, not a 2 tower, 1 tower, which is very nice. He's going to give me so much arrows value there. I love it. You love to see it. And I'm going to play, sadly, my Hog right into his minions. That kind of got me a little peeved, but my Hog does get 1 little hit there, which is just enough to make me happy. And I was very thankful that my Musketeer locked onto the Witch. I kite this Mini Pekka back. This thing is dangerous. It deals so much damage. I go in with a predict on his Skarmy because low-level people, it's very important to realize that you have to counter cards different ways almost every single time, or else people are going to start predicting it. That's kind of just basically how log bait players roll. You know, they do tricky barrels, all this different stuff. And at this point, I'm really scared because my tower is so low, but I love the Musketeer. She's goated. And then the Cannon, good defensive card. However, I kind of misplayed it there, not allowing me to get the full value out of it. And then I accidentally arrows. I meant to go Knight there, but it actually works out in the end here. Very thankful for that. My Musketeer gets so much value. She cleans up like everything, and then she's going to continue to attack this Valkyrie. I might time this him here in a minute to see how long the Musketeer's been alive, but eventually she succumbs to the amount of spam he's putting on the board, as I'm slowly chipping away at his tower with my hogs. And now instead of being at a 1,000-point lead, he's only at a 400-point lead. And the match is coming to a close in 35 seconds, so it's very close. I have to make sure to get troops off the board and my hogs to his tower as fast as possible. So I play a hog there. It doesn't get any hits, which is very dangerous. However, I have 2 musketeers on the board, which I know allows me to be in a very good position. I get some good fireball value, but he manages to block it with a Valkyrie, allowing him to get amazing value. He plays his Skarmy just barely into some arrows. I don't even really know how, because the arrows were like off the board at that point. I don't know. I don't care. It puts me in just barely enough lead here, and then I'm going to hit him with a clutch fireball at the end, and then a hog to completely seal it off. I end up winning, and I gotta BM back a little bit. Shout out to @Montague YouTube. GG's, man. I checked out your channel. It speaks a different language, so if you ever checks it out, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna hop into another replay here. I'll catch you guys in that one. Alright, this next matchup is against somebody who also speaks another language, possibly Russian. I don't know. I can't speak all the languages on Earth. But he is probably one of the most frustrating matchups I have, because he is not only overleveled, but he also has the Prince, which is just infuriating for me. It's the whole reason I carry skeletons. Skeletons are also just really good at countering Hunter and Mini Pekka and like literally anything and everything. So he's going to go really aggressive here with a Mini Pekka on the board, his Giant. I use Skeletons to keep my Knight alive. I play a Hog opposite lane to pressurize. He plays Barbarians. You know, I just hit him with a good old Fireball. My Musketeer is going to be tanked for by this Knight, who sacrifices his life for his maiden Musketeer there. And then Fire Spirit to clean up his Skarmy that he uses to counter. And then look at this push I have going. Look at his Elixir. He has no Elixir. He allowed me to save up my own and get good value with that Fire Spirit. And then playing the Hunter into the Knight. You know, just all of those small little things allows me to get an entire tower just off of a counter push, which is actually pretty crazy. And I'm up 7 Elixir right now. 5 Elixir, correction, sorry guys. So I just need to not play anything stupid and let him get hits on the tower. So I set up my Musketeer to go opposite lane. I just want to get some more chip on the tower, force that Elixir from him and his opposite lane, where he isn't necessarily trying to go. He plays Barbarians. Again, I just have this Fireball, and then the Princess Tower can easily one-shot all of them, cleaning it up beautifully for me. And then he's going to go in here with his Hunter. I'm just going to play my Knight far away. The Knight's probably going to die, but it's okay because his Hunter's off the board. I played my Fire Spirit, and I wasn't sure if it was intentional by him or not, but he plays his Skarmy right afterwards, so it doesn't die to that Fire Spirit. However, I have the Cannon, which not only is good for tanks, but is apparently good for swarms. It's really good to counter Goblin Hut, I found. It can counter Skarmy if you're really careful with it. But I probably should have used arrows there. I don't really know what I was saving it for necessarily. But yeah, so I'm going to set up my Musketeer and then my Hog. And then I'm just going to go all in here on his King Tower, force out a response from him. Opposite lane of his Giant, he plays his Wizard, and sadly for him, it gets caught by this Hog, not allowing it really to protect his Giant very much. And then here the Prince comes out. I really don't like people who play Prince, because it is just such an overpowered card at this level. I mean, it's level 8. I don't even really, I don't think it's unlocked necessarily even by now. And at this point, I thought I'd most definitely just lose. But apparently, I just don't. I clutch it up with a beautiful Knight, and then my Skeletons inside of his Skeleton army deactivates the run from the Prince. And I use my Cannon and then a Fire Spirit to tank for the Cannon. Cannon takes its shot, 4-for-4 trade, pretty even. I just let his Wizard go here. And then he plays another Prince at Bridge, but at this point, it's just futile. I mean, he can't do anything. That's match over. Thank you guys so much for the support I've been receiving lately. Yesterday I hit 60 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit 100 maybe by the end of the month. Hopefully I can make that happen for you guys. I'll have a special video out, all of that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.